When I was in Sardinia, I spent a lot of time looking at myself vaguely in the mirror. I had this feeling of disgust, of shame, of embarrassment, of sadness, that I'd lost my way, that I was completely lost, that I didn't know who I would become or even what I was supposed to be. I was at the point where it felt like I had to do something because I didn't know where I was supposed to go from there. I'd spent a lot of time in my 20s and 30s with a sort of, I suppose, attitude of like, you've got a lifetime to do whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter whether you drink too much, overeat, eat all processed food. And I think something clicks in you at some point where you just think, actually, I have to do something. Obviously, a trigger point massively for me was the fact my mum was only 65, and all of a sudden, all she can do is act childlike, eat, sleep, and repeat, and that is it. And I just thought, actually, do I want to risk possibly that happening to me? So I needed to take some form of action to make a change of some sort to, I suppose, in some ways, get a grip of myself. I am proud and absolutely grateful to that version of me in 2018 that was brave enough to send that email, because sending that email did take some braveness, if that's a word. Obviously, I still didn't have to take action, even after taking the email and finding out more, but I'm really, really grateful to myself for taking that, because I now am the healthiest, the strongest, the fittest I have ever been in my life. You know, school, 20s, 30s, I didn't have a clue. I was misfueling, I was not moving. I had many, many limiting beliefs. And so to get to this point where all of a sudden you feel these moments of joy and you feel strong and you feel like you can do, and that can do attitude is just amazing. And the knowledge that I have now, I can obviously pass on to my children, and that's why the M Project exists, is because I want as many women as possible to access this information, to understand that actually there is so much you can do to help yourself, what you eat, how you move, mindset, and your attitude to life. When it boiled down to it, I had to send one little email, and all of a sudden that one small email continues to have a massive impact on my life in so many ways. Take a tiny action that might make a really small change, but that small change can then build and build and build to set us on the road for feeling moments of joy, for feeling clever about something, for diminishing some brain fog, for not having as many hot sweats, for being able to get off the floor without having to think about it, and not worrying about what the future holds, because you're doing your best to look after yourself now.